Thank you.
Childhood in these Bronx streets. My Bronx childhood was plaid maroon uniforms worn on Bedford Park Avenue, University Avenue, the Grand Concourse, Fordham Road, Valentine Avenue, and the public library. Childhood was visiting cigar shops to get baseball cards, Garbage Pail Kids, gum, nerds, Sour Powers, Sour Patch Kids, Now Laters, and Mad magazines. Childhood was sleepovers, three-way calls, and playing with firecrackers. It was also Red Rover, Simon Says, Mother May I, Red Light, Green Light, Slug, Off the Wall, Jump Rope, Double Dutch, Chinese Rope, and Cat's Cradle. Childhood was latchkeys, bodegas, black and white TVs. It was hangers for antennas because cable was for the rich kids, but you was doing all right if you had the HBO box that had that switch in the back behind. Childhood was records and cassettes, singles and full albums. Childhood was house parties, kiss and catch, 7-Up, and it was board games. It was also noisy and nosy neighbors, and neighbors you could leave your kids with. Childhood was first kisses, crushes, and being crushed. It was rumors and sometimes fisticuffs. It was knocking on doors for trick-or-treating while wearing that plastic costume that had the uncomfortable oversized masks. It was Italian ices, Mr. Softy, Piraguas. It was sitting on the stoop playing outside, standing on the block and listening to merengue and bachata, even if I understood nothing of what was saying. Childhood was watching Video Music Box, learning the newest dance, and playing 16-bit video games. My block was mostly safe. It was until the street lights came on. After all, it was on this block I heard my first gunshots. It was on this block and in my building a son murdered his mother. It was on this block that crack vials were confused for perfume containers. It was on this block that we had a known child molester and a brothel existed. It was on this block where Nair and eggs were part of Halloween. It was on this block a Pan Am Flight 103 victim once lived. It is where sneakers hung from street lights and cars were constantly vandalized. But it was also on this block that hydrants were cracked open and we could play the day away. Childhood in the Bronx was so many things, but it was usually laughter. It was loud laughter and a sense of community. It was a laughing community. Where has that laughter and community gone? The giggles and games have ceased. Where has that Bronx I once knew retreated to?